Friday, 1st of September 2023, saw our Stage 3 of the Late Model Triple Crown Challenge at Tomah-Sparta Speedway, along with our other racing divisions. Let's start things off, as usual, with our opening ceremonies. Let's get things started down here with the opening ceremonies. Getting ahead of the game just a little bit, but an earlier start means we can talk longer, right? These guys love talking so much. Well, what can I say? My friend and yours, top qualifier once again in the six-shooters. We're getting to be regular buddies down here at this start-finish line. Mike Grotz, the driver of the 73 car in the six-shooters.
Thank you.
All right. I'm not going to bother asking what you did to the car because you're going to say nothing. And can we talk about the weather?
Not too bad weather. Beautiful out.
Now, you've got something very interesting going on tonight. It doesn't have anything to do with six-shooters, but it has everything to do with racing. Well, what are you doing this evening that is a first time ever for you?
I am jumping into hobby stock thanks to Andy Muller.
That's right. And Andy Muller's here, so let's give him a big round of applause. Thank you, Andy. You've given him quite an opportunity here to, of course, he's pretty much got the six-shooter championship wrapped up. He's got a couple more things to do before he can wrap that up, right, Mike?
Oh, yeah, just start tonight and then we're done.
All right. But, the big news is Mike Grotz moving into the hobby stocks, and I couldn't be more proud of you, Mike. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And we'll see you on the track. Good luck in the races. And here's another guy, no stranger, and I think your theory might be working. I know the Porter curse has been completely dispersed now. He went, instead of running to his trailer when he saw me down there, he ran literally to the tech shed. He didn't want anything to do with talking to the announcer before racing, and it seems to work, hasn't it, Paul?
That's right. I think you're bad luck.
You're not the only one that feels that way. But anyway, Paul Finch, driver number 3 in the Hornets. Man, what can I say? 3 weeks in a row, my friend.
We'll just try. We're trying our best.
And it seems to be working. Good job on that. You got anything for these guys in the feature?
Oh, we'll see. We're just going out there to try to keep it in one piece and see if we can't work our way to the front.
Sometimes that's the best you can do, and in keeping it one piece, you might just end up back in victory lane again.
We're sure going to try.
How about that daughter of yours last week, winning the feature in the Hobby Fest race? You got to be a little proud, don't you?
I couldn't be more proud. That was pretty cool. I was able to have a front row seat to that. And I'm very proud of Jordan.
She drove very competitively. I haven't seen her that competitive in a couple of years, so it's really good to see her. It's good to see her in victory lane, but at Hobby Fest, that's really, really cool. Let's have a round of applause. Jordan Finch is here this evening. Give it up for her. And here's your top qualifier in the Command Post Saloon Hornets, Paul Finch, driver number 3. Good luck out there, Paul. And here's a guy, up until tonight, really not a stranger to this place, but tonight you kind of got displaced by somebody, didn't you?
Yeah, he had to show up, otherwise it would have been fine. I got to battle him, but that's fine. At least there's a few more people here than last time, so it should make it for a better show for everybody at least.
You know, it didn't have a whole lot of you guys here last time, but you did put on a really good show, and we really appreciated what you guys did out there. With a smaller turnout like that, it had to be kind of weighing on you a little bit. What were you thinking out there?
I was thinking there's a good chance to go run a race and come back with a clean car because we don't have a bunch of yahoos out here that don't know how to drive, so it made it a lot easier.
Sometimes that helps, doesn't it? But it's always fun to have, if you have good competition out there, and I think you got a bunch of really good competitors out there this evening. What do you think about this?
Yeah, we got probably at least half of them that could win the race, so it's gonna be tough to get up through from the back, and they're gonna make me start in the back because they got to give him a better chance out there. So we'll see how it goes, but I think we can come up to the front and put a good battle on anyhow.
There you go. So we might be bringing you a broom down in victory lane yet tonight.
Yeah, I'm hoping if Bernhagen does it, then I got to try to follow him up too.
All right, Alan Borntrager, everybody. Your current leader in the Triple Crown Series late models. And who's this guy? I think I've seen you before too, haven't I?
Yep, Michael Gilman with the Sportsman car.
Top qualifier ones. You're making a habit out of this. You must like coming down here and talking to us.
Yep, it's one of my favorite things to do.
You didn't sound too enthusiastic there. So it's good to see you out there. And like you said, last week, Sunday, you had a vibration in there, and you finally got it fixed. You really didn't have a chance to get there and test it, but you really looked good out there in the feature.
Yeah, on Sunday was a little different. most of our races were under the sun's gone and the track's a lot cooler. So Sunday we were racing in the straight heat and there was no outside groove, so made it up to second, but didn't have enough time to try to catch a leader.
Yeah, the 44 car really checked out on you guys, didn't he?
Yeah, me and the 61 battled side by side for 9 laps and gave him an opportunity to run away. So.
Yeah, but you guys had a really good race going back there. I was quite entertained by you guys kind of going back and forth like that. You guys very well matched up out there.
Yep, it was great. It was good to see him making progress throughout the year and giving it a battle. It was fun.
So you're points leader in the Sportsman and probably have the championship wrapped up. Do you plan on coming back again next year?
Yeah, there's plenty of time. So we still got tonight and next week to wrap it up. Obviously, that's the goal. As of now, we will definitely be back next year. Whether it's full-time or not, I don't know.
Well, it's good to have you here. Michael Gilman, driver of the 15 Sportsman car. Congratulations again.
Thank you. Thank you.
And this person right here, one of the happiest people I think I've ever talked to in all of racing. Shelby, the equalizer. Lockington got top qualifier in the hobby stocks. What do you think, Shelby?
I don't know.
This is the one time she doesn't talk is in front of the microphone, but she's too busy laughing. But what did you do to that car to get so fast tonight?
Nothing really.
Just started driving it, and next thing you know, you're top qualifier.
Yeah.
So, do you got anything for these guys in the feature? You gonna walk away with this thing?
I don't know. We'll see.
So you're gonna win your heat race, win the feature. That means you get to carry a broom down in victory lane, right? Because you swept the whole thing.
I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna stop embarrassing her here, guys. The 38 car, Shelby, the equalizer. Lockington, your top qualifier. Good luck out there tonight. All right, as we move along here, we're going to turn things over to Pastor Andy. I would ask that you please stand up. Gentlemen, remove your hats for a moment of prayer and invocation. Pastor Andy.
We were just reminded that Larry Richards, one of the race drivers down at Beaver Dam, when he had finished racing and was at Tech, he had a heart attack. He technically is leading the points in that division. And we want to remember him in prayer during this time. I also was at the funeral service for Andy Niles today, who passed away. That his son raced at the Dells and at La Crosse. And last Sunday I was at the Fox Hollow where they had a celebration of life of Jeff Howland, whose son Cole Howland raced late models over at La Crosse. And we're reminded about the brevity of life, that all of us are someday going to pass from this life and we're going to be somewheres forever. And it's good to know that God has given us an understanding of how we can know where we're going to be for eternity. And I really would like to talk to people before they get to the point of where all they've got left is to die. So just remember that yourself. Father, we do thank you. Thank you that you've given us life. But Lord, you've also given us a hope and a promise of eternal life through Jesus Christ. I pray that you'd be with Larry Richards, and that you'd also be with the Niles family and the Howland family, and just comfort. We know that you've given us a great life here, but Lord, it's more important that we know where we're going when we die. Pray that you'd be with each driver tonight, keep them safe. Help us to have some fun out there, but that we might be also mindful of your presence and give you the glory for the results. We pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor Andy. I ask that you please remain standing, turn forward to turn 1, as Adam sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let's hear it for Adam. Good job. Now, we got some racing to do this evening. Before we get to that, I would like to see if there's any active military personnel in the audience tonight. If there is, raise your hand, stand up, be recognized. Any active military? Any veterans? Anybody's former service in the military? Stand up, be recognized. Let's hear it for these guys. If they weren't out there doing what they do, we would not be able to do what we do every Friday night here at Tomah-Sparta Speedway. Thank you for your service, sir. All right, racing coming right up. Paul, what do you got going on up at the tower? As it come out of turn 3, turn 4, looking at the green flag. There we go. We're a 6-shooter racing right now. Good formation as they go down there. And it looks, oh, round and round we go. Turn 1 and 2. James Gratz just got spun around down there. It looks like we're going to keep on rolling, so no harm, no foul. We're just going to keep on rolling with Alex Luce taking the early lead in this. 75 of Young is coming up to challenge for the lead, with Swerve and Zach Morgan holding on to third, being challenged there by the number 71 of Austin Blank. '75 Brandon Young is just taking the lead away from Alex Luth. It looks like from second place on back, we're kind of set. What we got there, the 55, the 3, the 71, and the 65. Followed by the 1 and the 01 of James Gratz, trying to catch up with the rest of the field. The 55 trying to look outside of the 75, didn't quite work out that time as he slips backwards. That didn't work out at all. He was trying to look to the outside of the 75 car of Brandon Young. Maybe we'll get it, trying to go to the inside, just not quite enough there to get it done yet. Meanwhile, Isaiah Moore is working his way up from the back, challenging Austin Blank for the 4th place position, holding on to 5th right now. Swerve and Zach Morgan swerves way up high in turn 4. Third place on back, pretty much undecided at the moment. Five in, 3 to go. 5 laps in, 3 laps to go in this 8-lap TACU Credit Union. So we had a little problem up there in turn 1 and 2. Looks like Isaiah Moore went way high along with Brandon Young. In the 75 went up. Looks like Brandon Young is off the pace. He's got smoke coming out. That's not a good thing to see. You don't like to see. That's not a good way to end your race night. Looks like he's it's a little bit warm up there. Zach Morgan, meantime, up front, challenging Alex Luth for the lead with the 71 of Austin Blank in 3rd place behind, trying to move up in the ranks. Chris Neal's moved all the way up to 4th. Here we go, turn 3 and 4. Yeah, we get a big pile up. It's a junkyard, as somebody else would say. But it looks like they're all going to drive away from it, with the 65 car of Chris Neal taking the lead in this one. Rather interesting synchronized spinning between the 55 and the 3 car over there. Just about made a big mess out of everything up there. And here comes the number 65 car of Chris Neal to claim the victory in this thing. 8-lap heat race for the TACU Credit Union 6-suiters. That's going to put Isaiah Moore in 2nd. Alex Luth in third. Fourth place, Austin Blank. Fifth place to the 3 of Swerve and Zach Morgan. And sixth place to the 0-1 of James Gratz. As the 42 car of A.J. Finnegan leads them around to the green flag, we're racing with the TACU Credit Union 6-shooters, second 8-lap heat race. We're sideways in turn 1 and 2, all kinds of sideways, cars all over the place. Well, and there goes the 0 car. He's just got to duck down and get away from them guys, and yeah, that didn't work out well. He kind of ended up back in the pack. He's going to have to work his way back up. Meanwhile, Mike Grotz worked his way all the way up to second place in that melee. And there goes Brown spinning around. Oh, a little sideways. Wow, boy. That turn 1 and 2 is getting kind of wicked down there to these guys. Mike says, you know what, the heck with you guys. I'm getting the heck out of here because you guys are just trying to crash into each other, and I don't want to crash. So Mike Grotz takes the lead in this on the second lap. Looks like everybody is pretty much driven away safely and cleanly in this thing. We're going to see if we can get some racing going here once again. All kind of lined up right now. Mike Grotz leading. Greg Brown in second place. Third place goes to the number 71 of '71 Violators outside of Greg Brown, trying to take away that second spot. Looking real hard to the outside. Now he's going to look to the inside. See what happens here, and not going to happen just yet. He's going to look to the outside. Meanwhile, A.J. Finnegan's holding firmly onto the fourth place, keeping Chris Brown in check in fifth. And sixth place is Tim Murphy in the 0 car. 71 car of Islander is still looking to the outside of the 24. Going to try to get around him here in turn 1 and 2. That didn't quite work out. A little bit slippery up there in that upper groove, I think. He might have lost a little bit of time on that one. Meanwhile, the 24 is trying to do something with the 73 of Mike Grotz. A couple laps left to go in this. As Charlie waves the white flag, that would be the last lap of this race. This is the one that's important. This is the one that if you lead this one, you win. And Brown just a little squirrely there in 1 and 2, giving that 71 of Islander a chance to try to get underneath him. Nope, he slammed the rush shot on him down the back straightaway. And it looks to me like it's going to be the 73 car of Mike Grotz taking the checkered flag in this second heat race. Greg Brown in second, Islander in third. Fourth place goes to A.J. Finnegan. Fifth place to the 2 car of Chris Brown and Tim Murphy Sr. in the 0 car, rounding out your field in this second 8-lap TACU Credit Union heat race. Giving us 8 cars in this first Hornet 8-lap heat race. That would be the Command Post Saloon Hornets. As they come down the back stretch into turn 3 and 4 at a very leisurely pace. I don't think it's going to be leisurely for much longer as Charlie looks him over and gives him the green flag. We are Hornet Racing. Caitlin Wood jumping out to the early lead in this one, with Atkinson close behind, trying to pursue, and we got all kinds of action going on back there in the pack in turn 4 coming down. Kind of spreading themselves out a little bit, racing in 2 corners of the 4 here at the Tomah-Sparta Speedway. Racing in the back, trying to race out of that last position over there. As Caitlin Wood continues to lead this with 2 laps in and 6 to go. Travis Atkinson looking to the inside of that 4U of Caitlin Wood. He's looking hard, and she just slammed the door as they go into turn 3 and 4. Caitlin's drifting a little bit high. Atkinson just couldn't take advantage of that one. He's looking to the inside still, trying to take that lead away. Meanwhile, the 04 of Manning is just sitting back there looking, kind of watching to see what happens and see if an opportunity comes along. And if it does, I guarantee he will take it. Atkinson takes the lead away from Caitlin Wood. Here comes Manning up the inside as the 4U dressed way, way high up in turn 4. Here comes, oh, we got crashed right on the front straightaway. We're in the wall. 2 cars in the wall. And there goes Finnegan spinning around and around. Lots of hitting going on here. There we go. As Atkinson leads them down the back stretch with the 13 car close behind, almost touching back there. Charlie likes what he sees. We're going back to green flag racing right now. Oh, a big crash again right in front of the grandstands here. Looks like the 18 car doubly as bad, but maybe they can put them back together and go get them out there for the feature as Charlie gives them the green flag. We're back to racing once again here in the Command Post Saloon Hornets. First of 2 heat races. Four in, 4 to go. We've reached the halfway point here in this heat race. As Finnegan goes way high up in turn 1, he's off in the pickers once again. Oh, way, way off in the pickers. And Charlie's getting ready to throw the yellow flag. He's back up and running again. Nope, no harm, no foul. Finnegan's back up and running again, back out on the track. Not sure what happened, how he ended up out in the pickers like that, but he was way, way out there. So, Atkinson stretching his lead way out over Von Ruden. And of course with Losell in the back. And it looks like Finnegan is going to be pulling off into the pit stalls, trying to get that fixed up, and hopefully he can make it back out here in time for the feature races. Meanwhile, we got 2 laps left to go in this one, and it looks like Atkinson is way out in front in the lead in this one. 13 of Jeffrey Von Ruden and the 79 of Nick Losell. Ironically, 2 of the latecomers are the only 2 left behind the 1 car. White flag is out, 1 lap left to go. 1 lap left to go for Atkinson as they spread themselves way out over half a track between the 3 cars. So definitely picked up a little bit of speed there at number 15. And there it is, the checkered flag over the 15 car of Travis Atkinson. 13 car Jeff Von Ruden in second. 3rd place Nick Losell in the 79, and the rest of them all fell out from crashes and attrition. So Charlie's looking them over. They're really picking up speed as they go, and there's the green flag. We're racing with the Command Post Saloon Hornets. Jordan Finch jumping out to the early lead with Matt Heim right along with her. Looks like McCarthy's moving backwards in the field a little bit. Jordan Finch officially leads this first lap. Looks like she's really got the machine to beat tonight. Really not a lot of position swapping going on right now, but a lot of people checking each other out to make sure that they can pass them or not. Here comes Hennessy on the outside, taking 2nd place away from Heim. Just squeezing it in there for 2nd place, firmly sealing the deal on that one. Matt Heim officially back to 3rd place. Paul Finch moving all the way up to 4th. Paul is a man on the move today. Dan Linehan right behind him in 5th. Hennessy looking outside the 17J car of Jordan Finch. Now he's looking to the inside, trying a little crossover move. Neither one of those worked. Finch is holding her line real well out there and slamming the door anytime he tries to get around her. He's looking for a little tap there on the bumper, and Paul Finch has moved all the way up to 3rd place now. There goes Hennessy looking to the outside of the 17J car of Jordan Finch, trying to make the move on that. Jordan says not yet. Here comes Hennessy around the outside once again. Jordan Finch fighting back on the inside, trying to hold on to that 1st place as they go with 2 laps left to go. It looks like Hennessy might have taken her just at the line on that one. Well, we're still showing Jordan Finch just by a half a bumper in the lead. Paul Finch firmly in 3rd place, trying to move up on him. Try to see if he can get around there, and maybe he'll take the lead. Here comes Hennessy up around the outside, and Jordan Finch once again. Jordan Finch coming back on the inside. Jordan's going to lead this one. 1 lap left to go. 1 lap left to go in this one. As they go into 1 and 2, ooh, Hennessy gets a little bit sideways in front of Jordan over there. Paul's just going to kind of sit back and watch and see how this plays out. There goes Hennessy. Hennessy gets around Jordan Finch. Here comes Paul Finch to get around his daughter once again, trying to get around her. And it looks like Hennessy's going to win this one. Jordan Finch in second, Paul Finch in third. 4th place, Matt Heim, and 5th place goes to Dan Linehan. That'll round out your top 5 in this second Command Post Saloon Hornet Heat Race. Good field of hobby stocks tonight. 8 hobbies out there, all racing for see who can do the best out here. Of course, we have the rookie Mike Grotz out there in the 73 car, formerly the 36 car, and Charlie's looking at him, and here we go. Green flag hobby stock racing with the Clark Power Sports Hobby Stocks. Clark Power Sports, of course, in Hillsboro, your Kawasaki dealer. Mike Grotz, we're going to go 3 wide down the backstretch. This is not going to end well as we go into 3 with 3 wide. 73 of Grotz jumps out to the early lead on this one, way out in front of them. To 88 of Lockington. We have 3 Lockingtons racing in this thing. We have Shelby, we have Todd, and of course Landon Lockington all racing back there. Mike Grotz jumping out to the early lead, and everybody else back there shuffling for position from second place on back, basically undecided at the moment. It's like a little bit of contact between the 27 of Seth Januko and the 88 of Todd Lockington. Meanwhile, Landon Lockington's hanging on the outside of this. And outside of Januko wasn't Shelby Lockington. No, they're shuffling all around back in there. 88 of Lockington goes a little bit sideways. Januko going to take advantage of that. And here comes Landon Lockington around the outside. Januko takes away second place from the 88 car. Somebody's getting a little scolding from the flagman out there, it looks like. I'm not sure who was getting the brunt of it, but I don't think I'd want to make the flagman mad at me. Mike Grotz is really proving that he's got a point to make out there tonight. He's jumping out way out in the lead of this with 3 laps left to go. Seth Januko in second, the 88 of Todd Lockington in third, 4th place Landon Lockington, and it looks like the 38 of Shelby Lockington has moved up into 5th place. 4th, 5th, and 6th are all Lockingtons. I'm sorry, that would be 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So I could call a Lockington and have 3 positions. The 88 car is slowing down off the pace. Looks like he's going to have to pull off the track. Just as I said, 3 Lockingtons. All of a sudden, now there are 2. Landon Lockington's looking really racy as we come to the white flag lap. Mike Grotz leading this. Seth Januko close behind. And back there a little ways is Landon Lockington, followed by Shelby Lockington. Matt Cleveland coming around the outside in the 28 car, trying to take away that 4th spot from Shelby Lockington. Meanwhile, up front, it is Mike Grotz in the 73 car, followed by the 27 car of Seth Januko, 30 car of Landon Lockington in third, and it looks like Shelby Lockington just squeezed in for 4th place. 5th place would be Matt Cleveland, and that's your top 5 in this 8-lap heat race for the Clark Power Sports of Hillsboro Hobby Stocks. Picking up speed as they go into turn 3 and 4. Charlie's looking him over. He's thinking about it. Here it is. Green flag racing with the Sportsman. All bunched up as they still continue to hold formation as they go down through 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. Your official leader of this one's going to be Scott Malum, followed by Jake Schiller, Mark Chalet, and Mike Gilliman. Malum's trying to jump out to a lead here. The guys are not going to let him get away with that. They're going to say, wait a minute, we're going to race you for that. As Malum continues to lead it by about a half a fender. Still lined up just the way they started this thing, with Malin still holding on to the lead just barely. Looks like Gilliland kind of wisely backed away from what could have been an ugly situation back there in turn 1 and 2. Still holding their formation out here. Here comes Schiller around the outside of the 61 car of Scott Malum. Looks like Schiller's going to lead this at the line with 3 laps left to go. Got a little squirrely there in 1 and 2, so he couldn't really hold on to that lead. Let's see what happens as they come out of 3 and 4. Looks like Malum's fighting back real hard on the inside. Looks like, oh, I can't call that one. That is a hard one to call. Scott Malum took the lead back from Schiller on that one. Meanwhile, Gilman's looking for any way he could possibly find to get around that 13 car, and it just ain't happening. A little contact between the first and second place there. Second place trying to push first place around. There we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, right across the line like that at the white flag lap. 1 lap left to go. Gilliman sneaking up around the outside. Looks like Gilliman just might take this one as they go down the back straight. In and around and gone. Oh my gosh, we got a crash on the back. As we're going to give this race to Mike Gilliman. Credit Union Victory Lane, your winner of this heat race, Mike Gilliman. Turn 3, 4, picking up all kinds of speed. Charlie's looking at him. There's the green flag. We're late model racing. Well, jostling around as they work their way down. Boy, these guys are fast. Tom Farrow officially leads this first lap, and this one Drew Bernhagen a bumper length behind him. Very, very close racing out here as they start shuffling around basically for second place on back. Everything is undecided at the moment, and it looks like Bernhagen's going to jump out to the early lead on this one. 2 laps in, Bernhagen is leading this. 6 left to go. Oh, Tom Farrow's getting shuffled way, way back in this, all the way back to 5th place and still dropping back. As Bernhagen continues to lead this, Borntrager close behind in 2nd. Let's see where Alan Borntrager is going to be. Alan Borntrager moved up to 4th place. Alan Borntrager all the way to 3rd place. Alan Borntrager, this could be an interesting battle between the Borntragers back here in 3rd and 4th place. 2nd place is 6th of Theron Raisin. Drew Bernhagen continues to lead this. Raisin could be a threat on this. We still got about 5 laps left to go, and there's still a lot of racing that can happen between now and the finish line. Raisin's quick in the corners, but Bernhagen is very fast down the straightaways. And we got a spin in turn 3. Tom Farah spun out, and it looks like he is out of harm's way, so we're going to stay green on this. White flag is coming out for Bernhagen with Raisin right behind. Raisin looking to the outside. This could be the lap that Bernhagen gives it up to Raisin, but no, not going to happen this time. Got 2 more turns to make it through. Let's see if we can make it happen this time. Going down to turn 3 and 4. Looks like Bernhagen takes the win on this one with Raisin taking 2nd. Malin Borntrager very close 3rd, and Alan Borntrager in 4th. Tom Lethe rounding out your top 5 in this late model heat race.